your video.
No.
It's your channel.
No, but I'm a gentleman. I always let you go first.
You've never let me go first. You start off every single
I start
video.
your channel off every single time.
That's cutting in.
Mine channel. I'm a gentleman.
Okay, then. Hello, and welcome to Board Game Co. This is going to be a Quackalope Board Game Co. One of those two.
This is Quackalope.
Why is your box on the side?
Why do you keep messing it up? Because you told me that it wasn't the right box, and I set it off the table, and then I brought it back on. I'm flustered.
See, I did that intentionally in the video to throw people off.
I just want to play a game.
That's fine. We can play a game.
And this is on Quackalope. We're doing a review, an overview, preview, whatever it is, over on Board Game Co. Alex, we've done like 12 of these. We do gameplay on Quackalope, coverage and final thoughts on Board Game Co.
Then why are the mugs Board Game Coffee and AntLab?
You're right. Both these videos are going up on Board Game Coffee and AntLab Games, so cheers to them.
So let's go ahead and jump on into this. This is going to be Lavon Rising, Wild Assent Lavon Rising. The box over here, because we don't have the box for Lavon Rising. So
but it does say Wild Assent.
It's close enough. It's basically halfway there, just like all our videos.
Mouthfeel is going to be the same no matter what.
Yeah, you don't want the mouthfeel on these. These are going to be resin miniatures. I think these are 3D printed, nicely touched up. I have an unboxing video I did of all of these, including some Storm Thunder miniatures. That is neither here nor there. We are jumping into the very first gameplay of Lavon Rising. I say very first gameplay. Usually we like to play games before we do a video on it, because we don't know enough, and it's better to walk in at least halfway prepared.
But we've played the earlier version.
Yes.
There's some adaptations being made here.
I've played this game 11 times. Not this game. Wild Assent. I've played Wild Assent 11 times. You've played it already as well. We're going to be diving into this. So there are differences. There are going to be some differences. The core differences are going to be some additional mechanics of the game, additional equipment, unique equipment for various characters, focus on some of these upgrading paths that characters have. And then the big one, I think the big one...
I was waiting for it.
Is going to be the campaign narrative aspect to this game.
Adding more story.
Much more story.
I'm so excited. Bits of choose your own adventure you set up based off of what decisions you've made as you start like opening and reading the book. Alex, this is my version of Wild Assent.
This is taking the story aspect of Storm Thunder, which I don't know if you looked into. It has a ton of story, and it's kind of saying, hey, we like Wild Assent, and we want the story of Storm Thunder in Wild Assent, so let's go ahead and do that. And to that end, we have a pathway to go down. Now, for what it's worth, this is a prototype, and there is genuinely like 4 or 5 starting scenarios you can have. We could have started.
We were talking with the publisher, and he was like, "Well, how many? In this, how much time is there?" And he's like, "Well, it really depends on the pathway you take."
Yeah, this prototype is literally a choose your own adventure with branching pathways, and to that end, we didn't want to interrupt the flow for setup, so we do know the story path. We did the story path.
We know where we're ending up.
We're just going through it again for your sake.
We're gonna share it with you, no matter
to that
what.
extent, if you would like to start off.
Oh, I would. Prince Tovar and his companions from the free kingdom of Triket have been enslaved, forced to fight in the arenas of Silvestrem to satisfy the bloodthirsty whims of its owner, the sorceress Velekra. This demo takes place after Tovar and the others have survived several gladiatorial matches, but you must choose how they got there. Pick from the valiant, craven, or madness options below. We chose...
Oh, there's no we in this. You chose madness. You've always chosen madness.
Their dire circumstances tipped them toward madness, tempting them into the secret alliance with Amelia, a priestess of the goddess of death. The party has earned the madness title, and you turn to B3 on page 7. Yeah,
so for some context, in order to give you a bit of a jump into this game, while also being still choosing an adventure, they give us 3 pathways, each lead us down a different option, and to that end, you can go ahead and read Kevet's Servant.
Kevet's Servant. After a grueling session in the training grounds, Tovar and his companions returned to their section of the dungeons for some much-needed rest. They were not alone, however. Amelia, priestess of Kevet, the goddess of death, was waiting for them, laying on the stone floor near the entrance and moving her arms and legs in a rhythmic pattern and all but dancing on her back. "I bring fascinating news, disciples of Kevet," she says, rising to her feet as Tovar approaches, caressing the side of his face like a cat toying with its prey. "Drusus wishes to join you," who is this speaking? "Drusus wishes to join your match tomorrow with Korlat, and he is under the impression I could make it so." "Is that not true, elf?" Zilrin asked. "Or do you plan to cut my liege's strings?" "Whether or not it's true is of no consequence. I told him we would welcome his presence in the arena any day." Amelia closes her eyes and then envisions the many deaths she's witnessed at Drasu's hands. "He is so efficient at killing, I can think of no greater servant of Kevet. Galia coughed loudly, breaking Amelia from her trance. Have you no idea why he wishes to fight? Amelia opened her eyes and looked at Galia seductively. I have my theories, but none are a threat to you. The priestess of Kevet then smiled, licking her lips, at least not directly. Amelia lightly slapped Tovar on the cheek and then exited the troops section, exited the troops section. Her laughter could be heard through the dungeons. Galia stared at the door. Well, that's certainly comforting, she said sarcastically. Not quite the right voice, but I'm trying. Tovar stood next to her, massaging his knuckles. Amelia hasn't led us astray so far. Or she's done nothing but led us astray, and we haven't realized it yet. Good line. I like that. Nilsa put her hands on her brother's shoulders. I agree with Galia. Amelia doesn't care if we live or die. Tovar looked at his sister with despair. No one else here does. Why should she? Zilrin put her hands on Tovar's other shoulders sympathetically. I care, my prince. Tovar smiled weakly. Thank you, Zilrin. My oath requires it. So you said, Tovar replied, sighing many times.
Okay. Which brings us to that page over here.
Are you reading none of these?
I'll read this one.
Yeah,
sure,
do it. Dive in. I need a bit of coffee.
Kaet's defense. When the party entered their armory the next day, Drusus was already waiting there for them. He was standing like a statue next to the door that led to the stairs up to the arena, leaning on a massive two-handed axe. He had a bow and quiver strapped to his back, which struck Tovar as an odd choice for a backup weapon for such a large man. You ready for this? Drusus asked sincerely. The elf priestess has ensured our protection, Tovar replied, his eyes glazing over for a moment. Drusus laughed heartily. Has she? He replied, more as a statement than a question. Tovar and the others donned their armor and grabbed the weapons and equipment they wished to take into battle. When they were all ready, they followed Drusus to the door and up to the sand-covered stairs, the cheers of the crowd already ringing in their ears. In the owner's box, Varaclea leaned towards her throne, staring suspiciously at Tovar's troop. The announcer bellowed as the crowd screamed even louder. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a surprise contender! The announcer paused for dramatic effect, letting his words hang in the air. Drusus, champion of the Silvestrem, shall face Coralt. Drusus pointed his axe at Coralt, who had wasted no time in sending his creatures after the troop. Turn to page 8, which is the scenario. Now, before we turn to the scenario, it's worth noting that something they did in Storm Sunder that they're doing here as well is the concept of Ward Sunder. That little box over here, this tiny little box, is basically for those who don't want the narrative aspect, all you have to literally do is go ahead and read that.
Tovar seems a little loopy when referencing Amelia, and Korvat is ready to bring the pain to Drusus and the party. Turn to page 8.
They literally are just going to take the entire section you read and give you the very, very high notes, none of the detail, none of the...
Hey, he's angry, she's frustrated, she licked her lips, we're playing a game.
Basically sounds like it. So, that said, let's go ahead and dive into this. For general information, we've covered this already, we've played the game. Oh, 60-second overview?
Can we
Absolutely.
Please? This is going on my channel. We haven't done a deep dive of coverage yet.
Sounds
and
good.
so there's going to be an audience that not only want to know what's going on here, they also, if you can include this in your 60 seconds,
I'll try.
Give us a bit of an overview of what Wild Assent as a core system
I'll
is.
focus on the Wild Assent system.
Ready? Set?
Wild Assent is going to be a skirmish game. It does have a few modes. We are focusing on the cooperative mode as opposed to the arena mode, despite the fact that our cooperative game is taking place in an arena. Don't let that confuse you. Arena is going to be players head-to-head, PvP. Cooperative is going to be players versus the environment, PvE, cooperative game, standard stuff. Every game you're going to have 4 heroes. Depending on the campaign, you're either going to be assigned heroes or be choosing them yourself as you go through a different campaign. There are more narrative-driven campaigns that are simple, just going through a general, just 10 missions in a row. And every single mission is going to involve fighting a bunch of bad guys, a bunch of creatures that you're either going to be killing or capturing, using your skills, your abilities, all the interplay. Meanwhile, after you go, the enemies are going to go, drawing a card from their AI deck, which is going to result in them running around the board and trying to hurt you in various ways. Once you're done, once you've survived or died, don't die, that ends the game. Once you've survived the full arena mode, you're going to go ahead and have some sort of upgrade pathway. Now, depending if you're playing Wild Assent or Lavon Rising, that might change, but in basic Wild Assent, it's going to be an encampment phase where you're going to spend resources to ultimately upgrade your characters, to upgrade your encampment, and give you different abilities, thus further developing the puzzle. You're going to have items, various staff, other things that all give you a bit of a puzzle of abilities and things to work with in this game.
Ooh, 2 seconds over, and the one thing you missed is in this new edition, it seems like narrative choices are going to be much more of the forefront.
2 games. 2 games in 1 minute. That's a lot.
I respect you. It doesn't mean that you got it within 60 seconds.
Close. It's close. So
let's get started.
We're going to go ahead and get started. It's going to be a little different depending on if you're playing base Wild Assent or Lavon Rising. In this case, we are all going to be going ahead and we activate first. Once we activate, we choose a character to activate. That character can no longer activate until all 4 characters have activated, thus resetting them. Along the way, when we're done, we're going to, like I said already, draw an instinct card for the enemies. We have our health of our characters over here. We have the health of the other characters over there. And There's going to be some things going on in this game, and specifically the idea of charges. Every round, we're going to go ahead and roll dice and put on that altar. In fact, we'll go ahead and do this right now. We're going to put on the respective altar, where's 4, here we go, a charge, okay? Yep. And that charge will not spawn if somebody is on the altar, but otherwise it will spawn. Now, to that end, what we're going to have over here is we're going to, we have the dice, we roll the dice, we have the altar spawning, all that, and then we are trying to pick up the charges. The charge will allow us to
tie
activate.
to our hero cards, which is going to be something new here in this as compared to Wild Assent.
But the
hero cards are going to add standard abilities and extra charge abilities that we can take on every round. You were sounding a little rough. I was trying to give you a break to...
No, the important part that he doesn't know yet that I'm looking forward to is any charges we do not pick up are going to automatically be picked up by Kuralt at the end of the round. And when Kuralt has 4 charges, he's going to revive any enemy who died.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to kind of make sure Kuralt does not get charges.
That sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible.
I'm no longer going to attack the creatures. I'm just going after the charges.
Yeah, the charges will help power us up, but if we don't attack the creatures, then they're...
I also hear.
A little bit of balance. But either way, go ahead. We just need to stop from getting 4. The first one's not a big deal at all. Now, Kuralt will get them either by walking over. If they walk over one of these by accident, for whatever reason, that's also another way to get them.
So, looking at my positioning, I've got Tovar right here, right next to... Is this our person or is this an enemy?
He looks like big enough to be an enemy, right? They got that little blue tint. That's going to be Zalvin.
Who is this then?
That's going to be Tovar.
Who's this one?
That's going to be our ally, Juices.
Ah, that's what's going on.
Juices is going to activate whenever we get a charge. We either put it on one of our weapons to charge that, or we could put it on our ally. When Juices gets 2 charges, at the end of that hero's activation, he activates, which basically gives us a free activation.
Okay.
It's an ally system.
For some reason, I thought we were all fighting this behemoth.
Forgot to tell you the rules. We win when either Kuralt is dead or when he's down to 5 health or fewer. And alternatively, we lose when either we're all dead or if Juices dies. We need to keep him alive at all costs.
So my thought is I'm going to go ahead and activate Galia here. She's over here next to the side. I think she can get to that charge.
I mean, she could. She has 4 movement.
She's got 4 movement, and no one else really is in a good position to do it. This will extend her turn, though, for the most part.
Well, you want to hold off, because what are you going to do for your action?
Again, she's not going to be able to do much.
But what? What if somebody else went first, and then the other ones of our heroes
pull someone down into the puzzle?
I'm saying, well, if we have damage on us, then you do have an action that you can heal.
I've got an action to heal. All right.
So go for that, but just go for it after. Okay.
I mean, the other option would be Tovar could probably position himself to face off against that creature. That would get him and Galia next to each other. We also have this beast coming up the back, and that's going to be next to both of your creatures and our ally.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? You want to go?
How would I go first and start by getting this charge over here, and that way I can just go ahead and shoot at that baddie.
Because you have range.
Correct.
Do we only have one character with range?
We have, it does look like it. You have a slight range with your Blessed Blades, but it looks like primarily we have one creature with range.
Blessed Blades are going to be 2 range, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, that's going to be an action. 4 is going to be turning. I now have the charge. I'm going to go ahead and drop it on Juices. I want to get those extra actions nice and early. That's going to be 4. I can then go ahead, I can remove a status effect myself if I want to activate that, but I don't. I have +1 battle die when attacking from a creature's back. Sadly, there's no one's creature's back just yet, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and roll. You want to pass me 4 battle dice?
I would be happy to pass you 4 battle dice.
I'm attacking the Trench Worm, and the Trench Worm, on defense after the attack is resolved, the Trench Worm is going to go as far away as possible from all Seekers.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to send them flying across the board somewhere else, but we're going to go ahead and roll. And that's going to be 1 special, which is not enough to activate my ability. But that's going to be 2 attack, plus my 2 attack. Yep. Means Trench Worm's taking 4 damage. If you want to slide down, the enemies are on this track. So 16 down to 12, other direction. They're like a little circle. So enemies going that way, we go that way, and then he's going to pop up as far as possible from all allies, which I think...
So he's burying and popping up.
He's going to just head on over there.
Cool.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yes. That's my turn.
I think I'm going to move...
I'm going to go ahead and use these just to show our characters activated. So that gets activated. Don't think it's intended for that, but I'll use it.
I'm going to move Tovar forward. Now, when I start, I begin the encounter either with a aggressive stance or a defensive stance.
Yes.
I could have picked that really strategically. I would have known the map setup anyway. Yeah. So I'm gonna take it as an aggressive stance to begin with.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use these symbols to denote which stance I'm currently taking. I know they're not really used for that.
In general, one of the things I've talked about in the past with Wild Assent is there are so many different tokens. I think in your case I actually have things, but there are so many different tokens in this game that I just go ahead and Let's see, we have defense. Here we go. You actually have the token.
Okay, cool.
But I often just use generic tokens in this game.
So defensive, aggressive. Awesome, with his spear on there. So I'm going to start moving. I get 4 movement here.
Yep.
Gets me face-to-face with that creature. Now, what's this creature's ability?
That creature is going to be the Trench Watcher. On defense, ignore bonus back damage. In general, you do extra damage when you attack someone to the back, but that's not relevant. And retaliate with physical attack, range 1, and 6 attack dice. So he's going to hit you back for 6.
Yep, which I'm okay with.
Are you?
I think so. I think so. And I could do a basic attack, or do I have either of these abilities unlocked at the moment?
You have the top ability for each character right now.
Tovar has +1 battle dice when attacking a creature from its frontal arc. +2 BD if Nihilus is in his line of sight.
Yeah, so these two work well together in terms of trying to target the same people as a team.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't have line of sight to the creature's back, so
but I
you
do get +1 for going and attacking him. So my battle is going to be 3 dice, 3 damage, +1 dice for attacking from the front.
I apologize. One mistake I made over here. This creature is going to have their attack negated by 1. They have physical defense. They have magical defense, so my attack is down 1.
Okay.
Forgot to do that.
All right, I'm going to go and roll for my attack. We've got 2 swords, 1 special.
Yep. Okay, so the 2 swords, 1 special are going to be, what's it called? Oh, and specials count as damage too. My bad. So it's back up there. Specials counts as damage, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3.
So 6 total damage.
6 total damage against his defense of 1. So 5 damage.
So 20 down to 15.
Yes, indeed.
He's going to be hitting me for 6 back.
Yes.
Which I'm okay
Do
with.
you have more dice? Where are the dice? Oh, here we go.
Oh, wait. And I also get +1 battle dice because I'm in an aggressive stance. So let me go ahead and roll 1 more of those. No, that's not going to do anything.
And that's not going to help you for the attack back, though.
And he's fighting 6 back?
6, yes.
We're looking at 4 coming my direction.
You have an aggressive stance, right?
I
plus
did.
1 base damage.
Oh, +1 base damage,
Yes.
not battle dice.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. And then you're going to have 4. He hits you back for 4. You have -1 defense, which means your defense is 1. It's doing physical damage. Is physical damage? I think so. Physical damage, does it say? Physical damage, yes.
Yep.
Okay, so it's 4 minus 1, which is 3 damage to you.
3 damage.
You are over here. You're going to go down from 25 to 22. Excellent. Ready? That's your turn.
I mean, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be activating Galia to heal him. And
This is also a good point to point out. We totally forgot to activate the enemy after my turn. So we're going to have 2 enemy activations now. Yeah. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and do this. Trench Watcher. Most adjacent enemies' lowest HP. So the Trench Watcher, who you just attacked, but we'll deal with it, he's going to target the most adjacent enemies with the lowest HP. The most adjacent enemies is going to be over here. So he's going to try to go over there. So in general, he's trying to move in order to get there. He advances 3, 4, or 5. The Trench Watcher is a level 3, so he's going to advance up to 5. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to go ahead and target both of them.
so just say that I was here attacking him?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and I'll do it over here, so you have the frontal arc.
Okay.
Oh, but then, and you were back, where were you? You were over here. So you're over here, so you'll have moved after. It's important. Okay. Then physical attack, range 1, 2, 3, 4 battle dice, and 2, 3, 4 basic damage, and 5. Wow. Go ahead and roll 5 dice. This is abusive. Okay. And that's going to go ahead, and it's only attacking one of us, though. It targets the most adjacent enemy's lowest HP. So the lowest HP is going to be this guy. No, it's going to be this guy. So it's going to go ahead and do 5 damage, plus 4. That's going to be 9 damage, less his defense of, well, nothing. It's a physical attack. Wow. Wow.
What's your big shield guy doing with... Your big hammer guy with no defense?
It does seem like he should have the physical defense, right?
You'd think.
He took 9 damage, 31 down to 22.
Okay.
Okay. And then you went ahead, did your turn over here. You moved up there. And you hit him from the side. Let's hit him from the front to get that frontal arc damage. Okay.
Yeah, and now we're activating another baddie.
Yeah. Okay, now we activate the second baddie. The second baddie is going to be another Trench Watcher. Okay, most adjacent enemies, lowest HP. Same idea. So this time, though, he is heading towards you. So it's same.
Am I the lowest? I don't think I'm the lowest.
Oh, no, Tova's the lowest. Tova's the lowest. So it's going to be the same thing. Advance 4, physical damage.
But I have the most adjacent enemies. Or I have the most adjacent allies.
Most adjacent enemies.
Enemies, okay.
I think it's most adjacent enemies. Okay, and then go ahead and roll 3 battle dice this time. 3 attack dice.
2.
That's going to be 2 plus 5 is another 7 for Tovar. Tovar is getting swung at.
So I'm going to heal Tovar instead of...
Yeah. You can do that if you want. I'm going to go ahead and... You want to do your action? Should I do mine?
That or I could sneak around back and go ahead and attack. It might not be a bad plan.
Well, here's the nice thing.
Do we mind picking that up immediately?
We don't, because that's going to give us Drusus activating right now when he's right next to an enemy.
So you're saying go ahead and pick it up, activate him,
arguably,
and let him smack.
Yeah, let him smack.
Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Still facing the wrong direction, but that's all right.
How much movement do you have?
I have 4 total.
Okay, cool. Tovar is going to activate it, and Juice is going to activate.
I'm just sleuthing my way behind that pole. And I'm going to go ahead and activate Charge 1. So I'm spending this. Heal an adjacent... Oh, it's an adjacent ally.
Oh, what?
I could have done that before I moved, though, right?
You could, but you weren't adjacent to anyone who would help,
I was adjacent to Tovar.
Tovar's over here.
Tovar's right here.
And how much damage does he have on him?
He took like 5 or something.
Oh, he's currently at 22, and he can go to 25. He can only take 3. His max is 3. Might be worth it. Just don't do it then. Yeah, we missed that. Heal 1 adjacent ally for 8 or self for 4. Just go for pick up the piece.
I'll pick that up. We'll activate our ally.
It denies him the thing, and it gives us an activation. Yeah. Juices is going to go ahead. Do you have any extra movement?
That's not it. That's all.
It's unfortunate.
That's not the best turn.
Okay, Juice is going to go ahead and activate his movement over here. We have these, and we're going to go ahead and have Juices. Where are we? Juice is going to activate. We draw a card for him.
Can I move additionally if I don't take an action?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Okay, we have Juice's enemy lowest health nearest. So they're going to have lowest health first is the first target, which means he ideally wants to hit that worm over there, but he can't make it to the worm. So it's going to be the nearest enemy. It's going to be the next lowest health, which is going to be... Can you make it to... Where are the enemies? We have 1, 2...
This one's the lowest health.
No, is it?
Yeah.
That's that one? Yeah, it's second lowest health. Okay, great. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, lowest health first. Yeah. And then we're going to have advance 5, so it's going to advance 5, not relevant. Ranged attack, physical attack, range 1, 3 battle dice, 3 basic damage, and 5 attack dice. All allies adjacent to Juice's target make a 4 attack dice against that enemy. That's pretty cool.
5.
It's a terrible roll.
You want to roll?
No, it's all good. All good. That's 3 plus 3 is 6 damage. He's got defensive 1, so go ahead and move him down by 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then... Okay, we're going to go ahead and he's going to target back though. Ignore bonus back damage, retaliate with physical attack, range 1 and 6 battle dice. So he's targeting back against Drusus. 4. It seems like a lot, but Drusus has 3 physical defense. So that's going to be 1 damage.
Only 1 damage.
1 damage to Drusus. And then both of these guys get to do a 4 damage attack.
I'll roll mine, you roll yours.
Yep, sounds legit.
Boom.
Okay, go ahead.
3 from me.
Okay, it's going to be 3 from you, and that's going to be reduced by 1.
Do my modifiers matter at all, or no?
What modifiers do you have?
I mean, I have just my base attack modifiers, anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You have 4 damage. I believe so. It makes a 4 damage. It makes a 4 attack dice attack. Yeah, makes no reason why not to. So it's going to be plus 3. Oh, wow. So that's going to be 4 plus 3 plus 4. So you have 4, 7, right?
I think,
yeah,
if that matters.
Yeah, it should. 7. I mean, you're going to get attacked back, but 7 minus 1 is another 6 damage to him. It's 9 down to 3. Okay,
you might be able to finish him off. He's going to attack me, though.
Yep,
so
he's going to attack you back.
2 more for the punch back. Punch him back with 4.
And that's minus your 1, so you take 3 damage.
1 shield, yep.
1, 2, 3. And then finally, I'm going to go ahead and do a 4 damage attack from Zolrin, who's going to go ahead and get 2 base damage plus his 4.
Yep.
Is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 damage, which is enough to kill him.
Does he respond?
He does not respond.
Awesome.
He's dead. Okay, that's going to be, so he's dead over there, like so. No, we're going to go ahead and put him on Koralt. This is currently the creature that will be respawned if Koralt gets 4 charges.
We're not getting any charges.
Additionally, Koralt has an ability called Soul Blast. Whenever an allied creature is slain, assign 5 damage to the enemy with the highest health, which means 31 down to 26.
Either way, we're not giving him 5 charges.
I hear you.
We need to just go straight after Kolvar, don't we?
That's a reasonable point. That's how we win.
Yeah.
That's how we win.
Why
are we wasting our time? What are we doing here? What life choices have we been making here? Okay, cool. So that's going to be that. Now, here's a decision question to make. Do you want to play on easy mode or hard mode?
Probably hard.
We haven't talked about this yet.
Probably hard.
Hard mode it is. Okay, do you know what the difference is?
I think you draw more activations.
The difference between hard mode and easy mode is once you've taken out an enemy, and that does play into the AI, the decisions you make. Once you take out an enemy in this game, on easy mode, if you draw that creature's card, you saved yourself an activation.
Yep.
On hard mode, you draw another card.
Yep.
Yeah. For the
Something's
record,
always going.
I've mostly played this game in hard mode. I think like the first game I played in easy, but on hard mode, I think easy is great for learning. Hard is, I think, better balanced for whatever. That
well,
said,
the good news is I'm good at cooperative games, so...
Yeah, rolling dice. Okay, you activated with that character. You want to go ahead and put an activation token on her, which is using these.
Yep.
And we're going to draw an enemy card. And it's going to be a Plague
We
Beast.
drew one for her already.
No, we didn't.
Did we not?
We drew for this person, that
him.
person. Yeah, we still got Zalman to go.
I gotcha.
Plague Beast. Enemy, lowest HP furthest. So we got lowest HP with a Plague Beast is this guy over here. No, Plague Beast is this guy. Lowest HP and furthest. Lowest HP is going to be this one, so he's going that way. Advance 4, 5, 6. It's going to be a strength 2, so advances up to 5. 1, 2, 3. I guess that 2. There's 2 is enough to get there. Physical attack, range 1, 3. It's going to be 3 plus 4. So 4 battle dice, 3 basic damage, 4 battle dice. That's going to be a total of 6 damage against the person with no physical defense. 6 down to 7.
I don't know why the
Unbelievable.
the person with the giant sledgehammer has
He's
no defense.
immune to like bleed, stun, and fatigue, which is great, but
Yeah.
not helpful enough.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and do some stuff. I have +1 magical defense, not helpful. I have +1 speed, arguably helpful. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. I might do that. If I'm gonna die, I may as well take someone out of the way, right?
Sure. Yeah, you might as well do damage to the actual boss.
When you move, you can spend a point to turn, or you can move forward or strafing side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be for my +1 speed. I could also gain +3 speed and swift movement for this activation. That's unnecessary. I'm going to go ahead and just roll my battle dice. I'm gonna attack Tovar. Not Tovar. I'm gonna attack Koralt.
How many battle dice do you
I roll 5, and if I get stun, I can
Yeah.
get stun, which is if I get 3 specials, I stun him. So let's hope for 3 specials. Oh, not 3 specials. That is
You
going
get
to
any
be
reroll?
No, sadly not. This is gonna be 4 damage plus my 2 base damage is gonna be 6 damage. He's got 2 defense. Is my magical attack? No, it's physical. So 6 minus 2 is 4 damage to the big bad over here. 28 down to 24. Okay. And that is going to be our activations. We're going to go ahead and activate
Creature.
them. Trenchworm. The Trenchworm is going to be that baddie. Lowest physical defense, lowest HP, lowest physical defense. Who's got the lowest?
You.
Me. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Place this creature on an unoccupied field adjacent to the target's back.
Oh.
That's obnoxious, by the way.
I can go after the Trenchworm, though.
You could, but do we care enough for the Trenchworm? He keeps
might.
popping down.
He's pretty annoying. The annoying thing with the Trenchworm is because it burrows and then pops up,
Yeah.
it shows up wherever you're the weakest.
Yeah.
Like
Physical
this.
attack, going to be 3 damage. It's going to be a Trenchworm is level 3, 4 damage, and 4 battle dice. So there's a decent chance my guy's dead, depending on how badly we roll. So let's go
Can
ahead.
I heal from death?
I don't think so. 2 attacks plus his 4 basic is going to be 6, which is just enough.
Okay, let me activate.
Okay, cool.
If I can get to you.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right move. No, I don't think it's the right move. So here's what happens.
I can't get to you anyway.
Doesn't matter. We set for a new round. These are done, like so. Before we continue the round, we're going to go ahead and roll for the what's it called?
Spawns.
Spawns. We got another charge on 1. That's going to be where you are. Beautiful. Oh, you don't get it. You're on it. But at least we deny him it. And then 2 is going to be over here. Oh, beautiful. I could not be happier with that.
You're going to activate?
Oh, yes. I'm going to activate before I die.
Sure.
I die after.
Sure.
It's all good.
I hear what you're saying. You're like, don't heal me. Let's just
Go out on a bang.
go out with something.
On a bang. Okay. Now, I could try to run, but running in this game, especially with my charge, I do have the ability to kind of just run around the map, but especially with the Trenchworm
With the
and
Trenchworm,
other things,
you're gonna be in trouble.
There's no guarantee. It is hard to run away. It'll happen, but don't count on it. Okay. So Zolden, with his tons of magical defense that don't help him in the slightest, is going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to go for some back damage against the... I'm
Stick on our ally?
I'm sticking on our ally, yeah. He's dead. It's not like it's going
I
to
feel
help
like
him.
we need the ally. Can you activate your special ability now or no?
It doesn't help me. It's just movement. It gives me a lot of movement flexibility, which is great for this guy. But honestly, we're just hoping we stun Juices. Koralt, gotta stop calling him Juices. So we're gonna be rolling 5 dice against his back. So we're dealing an extra 2 damage over there.
Yep.
Oops. Okay. And we did not get the special, but we do +3, +2, +2 is 7, minus is 2 is 5.
19.
Okay. And then we're gonna draw off an enemy. And then you can activate after. I'm probably going to be dead, but that's okay. Koralt finally activates. Highest magical defense. Guess who has the highest magical defense?
Are you the highest magical defense as well?
Defense. Honestly, at this point, with 1 health left, worth a sacrifice. Highest magical defense, and then nearest.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they designed this just to wipe out that character.
They don't like him at all. They're like, you think big guys are cool? They're not cool.
Yeah, they're like, let's give you the best toy to play with.
Careful advance 3. So careful advance is always tricky. So what he's doing is he's actually over here like so, okay? And he has a ranged attack of 3. So he moves away from the enemy.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3. then rotating to shoot back. And we're going to go ahead and do 2 base damage plus 1 attack dice. On attack, plus 2 attack dice per active allied creature. Oh, so he gets... There's 2 other active allied creature. So it's going to be 4 dice plus his 1 die is 5 dice plus his 2 base damage.
I think you're dead.
I think I'm dead too. Because he has 2 base damage. Yeah. And I have 0 physical... Oh, it's a magic attack.
I hear.
I actually may have survived that.
What?
I may have... No, I don't think I did. Okay, watch. It's actually pretty bad. It's obnoxious. 2 base damage, plus 2 is 4.
Yeah.
And I have 3 defense, which I go down by 1. Well then, it was nice knowing you, buddy. Anyways, that was my turn. Go ahead and take a turn.
So I could mess up that trench worm.
You could.
You think so?
Do we go
for punishing the trench worm? I can't reach the big guy.
If you can't reach the big guy, there's not much of a choice.
So spinning 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can go ahead and use my Blessed Blades. Ooh, gives me a range of 1. I think I'm just gonna do it right here, though. I gain...
Wait, can you reach him if you use Blessed Blades?
Can I reach him? 1, 2, 3.
And then turn, it's not enough.
No.
You don't have plus 1 anyway?
Plus 1 attack
Oh,
die.
you haven't been doing your thing.
What thing?
You roll your 2, you have an ability.
Oh, yeah.
Start with that. Okay, and does it say... Begins each encounter with 2 momentum dice. Oh, that's going to be 2 heal.
2 momentum dice, and on activation, roll and assign/reassign momentum dice to allies.
So you can heal someone, which I guess Tovar's the only one who needs healing now.
Heal Tovar.
Could have healed me last turn.
I did not. I activated...
You forgot
before
to roll
you.
them.
I activated after you.
Either way, you forgot to roll them. If you would have rolled this last turn and given him a die, he'd still be alive. It's your fault. You have a special power. He would. He'd have 1 more health.
He would have done something differently. He would have been too confident. And do we want to do that? Do we want to bring him back, or say we forgot and he's dead?
We forgot he's dead. And for what it's worth, again, this is going to be a few things to note in general. First of all, every game we ever play will do wrong. It's just the way it works when you're on camera. Secondly is there are some small nuanced differences. These are characters we've never played with, abilities we've never engaged with.
Yeah.
And I haven't played this game. This is my first play in roughly 3 months, I want to say. Somewhere in that range. I'll have to double check my logs. But basically, I played the whole campaign and haven't come back to it since. So a few things we'll be rusty on.
Okay. Grab some dice for me. I'm going to be doing a Blessed Attack, plus 2 base damage, which is going to stick my base damage at 3.
And you got this from his back.
I got it from his back, which is going to do 2 more.
2 more base,
so
2
5.
Yep.
I'm rolling 4 dice plus. Do I get this no matter what?
Gain 1 attack die? Yeah.
Okay,
that's a
so
plain
add
static
one
ability.
more, please.
Yep.
I think we're...
And these cards, for context, are an upgrade path for characters. They're not tied to specific characters. You can go on different upgrade paths and unlock more cards and level up your characters across the course of a campaign.
We're doing 8 damage.
That's pretty cool.
Defense on the worm?
Defense of the worm is going to be physical and magical. You're magical, right?
I'm magical.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1 defense, and it's going to be 7 damage then. Down to 5, and then he's going to pop up as far away as possible, which I think is still that corner.
I think it's still that corner. Okay, that's going to be my activation. I could go with Tovar. I think I'm going to stay in an aggressive stance.
Okay.
And let's see.
Oh, wait, hey,
1, 2, 3.
baddies get to go.
I know,
last time.
I know.
Oh, speaking of which, I should probably put a token
I'm not running
on
the
this
baddie
guy.
deck. I'm figuring out how to win.
Oh, this guy didn't actually activate. This guy's dead. Okay, so this guy's off to the side. We'll just kill him. It's all good. And then the baddies go ahead and activate.
Wait. I could have also maybe done this. When an ally within a range of 3 is attacked, charge 1 to place the seeker adjacent to the attacker and receive the attack. Where were you killed?
I was killed
you were
over
killed
here.
back there.
Yeah, no, not close enough.
That would have been nice, though, wouldn't
Cool
it?
concept. Cool concept. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and do this guy, Trench Worm. Lowest physical defense, that's going to be, we
Right
have
now?
1 over here.
I'm
It's
at
going to
1
be
as
either of
well.
those, and lowest HP is tied,
Me
so
is next, I think.
you're next.
Yeah.
Place this creature on an unoccupied field adjacent to the target's back. He's like, he just cat knocked him. He shot over here. It's like, now it's my turn. Physical attack, physical attack range 1, 4 basic damage, and 6 attack dice. 6 attack dice. Wow,
Oh.
that's a brutal. That's going to be a 9 damage attack against you. You have 1 physical defense.
Yeah.
So that's 9 basic.
8.
9, wow.
8.
You have 8? What do you mean 8?
9.
9 goes down is to 8, yes. You go down to there. Okay. That's brutal.
I feel like I'm going to die next.
I feel like he just sat there and positioned himself for another attack at some point, but that is neither here nor there. The question is, do we want to have... Oh, absolutely.
What?
No, it's blocked.
Tovar can hit him.
Tovar can hit who?
The big
Coralt?
guy. Yeah.
I'm trying to think through the best way to do this right now, because I'm trying to think through the line of sight. Nihilus gets... You're not adjacent to any creature right now, unfortunately, which is annoying. Remove one status effect from himself, charge 2... remove one status effect from an adjacent ally. None of those are really relevant right now. Okay, I would love to be able to target him. The problem is, because this guy's in the way, I can't hit him from the back.
Do you want me to punch the guy that's... The odds are that guy's not moving.
He's not moving. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's obnoxious, but it is what it is. So, if I have line of sight to his back, I have line of sight. No, it doesn't. If it crosses exactly along the line, I believe it's the front, which is annoying. And otherwise, he blocks line of sight. So I don't see a way to actually do that. The question then becomes, taking out the worm is not worth it at this point. I don't think it even matters. I could do it, but I don't think it helps us enough. Because if we take out the worm, all it's going to do is we're going to assign 5 damage to the enemy with the highest health. Yeah. Doesn't help us. The worm's just another creature.
I can attack him from the side right here.
Okay. On defense, Curl assign 1 damage to self, and the allied creature with the highest health defends against the remaining damage. Whenever we've been doing something slightly wrong. Whenever Curl takes damage, he takes 1 damage. We forgot to use his ability. He assigns 1 damage to self, and the allied creature with the highest health defends against the remaining damage. So taking people out might be worth it then.
So he's actually not at 19.
Yeah, he'd tell me how much damage did he start with?
Started at
28. So he'd be down to 26.
He's at 26.
And the remaining 6 would be on this guy.
Because it has the most.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And the Trench Watcher is currently out of the game. We could remove that. Apply bleed to any seeker. Unholy speed. We want to be careful about his health. I think I'm going to go ahead and just take out the worm then. At this point. Let's take him slowly out if we can't really kill him that fast anyway.
Sure.
So I am going to go ahead. No, actually, let's take out this guy. Because then you can... I got this. Hey. So I'm over here. How many health? I have 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not enough to really hit him. I should be able to hit him, actually. I have line of sight to his back. Yeah, I have line of sight to his back. He's still in my arc. I can still hit him. Actually, I don't know if I can. I'm not going to mess with it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and hit the trench worm.
You going after the worm?
I'm going after the worm.
You're blocking me from being able to attack either of them, though.
How much movement do you have?
I have 4.
You have 4 movement.
I have 4 movement, which means I could get right where you are to attack either of them.
Fine. So then we're going to go ahead and... I just want to be able to do more stuff right now. 5.
Why can't you attack the big guy just from the side right here?
Sorry, go ahead. The big guy from the side, because I want to line up for an attack shot, because if the two of us work together in pincer movement. So that is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2, and I'll just attack from over there. And this way next turn I can potentially do stuff. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as follows. I'm going to roll 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to attack this guy over here, just trying to slowly take him out. We want to be careful about his damage, because once he gets down to 13, we want to kill him quickly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it might be... It is what it is. We're going to do it. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could attack him. Fine, I'm just going to attack him. It's going to be slightly better. Ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Then I'm attacking him for 4. It's not going to be a back shot. It's along the lines, but it's close enough. That's going to be 3 damage to him. That's 3 damage plus my 2 is 5, which means he takes 1. The other 4 go on that creature. Oh, it's still annoying. Still obnoxious. Okay. Fine. That is what it is. The reason that's obnoxious is because when he activates now, he's going to go ahead and do an extra... he's going to resolve the attack a second time. So we want to kill him fast now. And that means he's going to go ahead and draw this. And it's the Plague Beast, who's now going to be activating this card twice. That's the part I want to avoid. Enemy, lowest speed. Okay, who has the lowest speed? Looks like Tovar is tied. And then lowest speed, and then nearest. So it's going to be... Oh, Drusus. Drusus doesn't really count for those things. So it's going to go ahead and do Gallia. So Gallia is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Either way, it's 3. So I guess we can just choose that point.
Have him attack Tovar then.
I'll have him attack this guy.
Yeah, Tovar.
Okay. No, not... Yeah, Tovar. Great. So we're going to go ahead and advance 4. 1, 2, and then that's good enough. He's going to attack you over there. And it's going to be range 1, 0 battle dice, 7 attack dice. 6 attack dice. Okay. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On attack, assign damage. Okay. Assign damage means we ignore your armor, so it's straight up 5 damage to Tovar.
Okay.
It's going to be 21 down to 16. Then he's going to go ahead and activate that again.
Against me again?
Yep, against you again.
I could pick.
You're definitely... No, you're definitely there now.
6. He got 4 of the special those.
That's going to be 6 damage to you, directly to your head.
Does he
16
trigger
down
anything
to 10.
with the specials?
He does. On special 2, fatigue. So you're going to be fatigued, you're going to move less now. I just usually put a marker on the character, just a reminder. You can actually use just random markers. And that was our turns. Now this is already activated, by the way, which means now it's Tovar's activation. That's the bad news. The good news is you don't need to move far.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and take him out.
I don't at all. Alright. Let's straight up attack. I'm going to turn this way with a movement.
Yeah, you have -2 speed. That's what it was.
And I'm going to step up. So I'm just going to go face to face with this dude.
Okay.
And let's see what I have here. Tovar gets +1 base damage when attacking a creature from its frontal arc, which is where I'm going to be. +2 if you're in line of sight of me.
If line of sight of the creature's back, which I don't. I'm not. I think this is. I think I am, because I don't believe there's different types of terrain. I don't believe this blocks line of sight.
How do you want to play it?
Let's go with that. Let's go with we are.
Okay.
Okay.
So +2
base damage.
I also have my battle stance, which is +1.
Yep.
So we're looking at a total of 6 base damage.
And 3 dice.
And 3 dice.
That's not bad at all.
Not the best.
Not the best.
7.
Okay. 7 to his 1 defense is going to be 6 damage to him. Also, now's a good time to point out that I literally just looked at your character's ability and realized you should have been rolling dice on every single defense. You have block.
On events, roll 3 attack dice. On each special, ignore 1 damage.
Too late now.
Cool. There's a lot of little abilities.
There's lots of things. Again, this is why, and it's something I found in general when I play the game, that one of the things I like about it is the fact that it's a campaign, because you learn your character's abilities and you're like, oh, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Yeah. There's lots of aspects to forget, though. Okay, that was your attack, and he's now going to go ahead and, or he being the relative deck over here, is going to go ahead and activate. Cooperative. Self. Halt. Heal all allied creatures for 2. Assign 1 damage to all enemies. So if you want to pop all those up by 2. Okay. 1, 2. And that's going to be that. Himself as well, by the way.
Himself, too?
I believe so. He is an allied creature as well. Allies include yourself. And then assign 1 damage to all enemies. 1 and 1 and 1. So the good news is we're keeping Drusus alive. We may not survive. That's a different problem. Okay. We are now up to the next round, which means we're going to roll for those charges. We have 2. A charge is going to be generated over here, which I am nice and next to. Means we can probably get an extra activation. And then we're going to roll, and it's going to be 1, which is up here, there. Which you're right nice and next to. So we can potentially get both these charges. At the very least, we can stop him from getting charges. Okay. And now it is one of our turns. We clear our charges, and one of us can go. Any specific action? Oh, you know what? I'd like to go.
Okay.
I'd like to go with this character, because you're in the line of sight, which means I'll get some extra 2 dice. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Straight shot at the back.
Straight shot at the back. That's going to be +2 damage, +2 basic damage from you. So I'm at 6 basic damage. I'm at 6 basic damage and 4 dice. 6 basic damage is going to be... Ooh, the dice are going to matter here. He's going to be... Oh, he just healed. That's annoying. So I need to do 3. It's 6 basic damage, 2 + 2 + 2. Oh, I need to get 3 damage in this to kill him. No, it's not going to be enough, because it's a physical attack, and it's going to be... Oh, okay. I think I'm going to have to get all 4 hits, which is unlikely. 2. Okay, so that's the bad news. The bad news is I got a total of 6 plus my 2 is 8, minus his 1 defense is going to be 7 damage. So he's down to 2. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Close, but no cigar. That is going to be that. Okay, we have to take him out, though.
He's going to go. Yeah, someone's going to go.
Someone's going to go. I'm going to go ahead and place a marker on my character to indicate that I went. And then we're going to go ahead and draw a card. Koralt. Koralt is going to enemy highest HP. That's going to be me. Nearest, careful advance 2. So we're going to go ahead and advance 1 and then turn. Attack, range 3, 2 battle dice, and 2 basic damage and 3 attack dice. If there are no active allied creatures, apply Unchained to self. Koralt has, if there are no active allied creatures. There are active allied creatures, though. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and roll 3 dice against me. That's going to be 2 damage, plus his 2 basic damage is 4 damage, and it's a magic attack. I have 1 defense, plus 1, so that's going to be 2 damage to me.
2.
1, 2. Okay, that wasn't that bad.
I think I finish him off. What do you say?
Is there any way we can do residual damage to any of these people? Any small things?
I don't have splash damage. I have splash heal.
here's the thing with finishing him off. The nice part about attacking Coralt is any excess damage goes to his enemies anyway.
So you think I just go after Coral? I get behind his back.
It might take out the worm, which would be great because the worm is situated in a way that's going to stab someone in the back potentially. But yeah.
Sure. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Directly on his back. Using my Blessed Blades. Make a default attack with +2. Actually, I used Blessed Blades just last turn.
Oh, you did use it?
So, yes.
So you can't...
We have to use my normal.
Put a token on it to indicate. Yeah, all abilities basically cycle for a round.
Okay. I'm going to be able to do... Oh, on each special, heal allies for 1. Special is going to be these stars.
Yes.
And I think it's a trigger of 1.
On each special? Yeah, great.
So should have been triggering that
more stuff
earlier as
more
well.
Stuff.
Gallia begins each encounter with 2 momentum dice. Let me go ahead and start the roll with those. It's a heal and a strength.
I recommend Tovar gets the heal, and I already activated, so give Tovar the strength too.
Okay. And let's go ahead. You want to heal Tovar?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yep.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I picked up a charge right away.
Oh, so he's gonna go.
He's supposed to go.
Sure.
Before they go. So Juices is gonna go ahead and go, and we're gonna go ahead and draw a Juices card. Juices is over there. Lowest health enemy, the lowest health. That's gonna be that. Nearest, advance 5, physical attack, 4 basic damage, 4 attack dice. All allies adjacent to his target makes another attack. It doesn't matter because he's dead. Which the bad news is that means this is going to go here. It's going to replace that enemy. Only one enemy could be activated.
I'd rather not have him spawn back.
Well, there's no charges. He has no charges at all. But I will take 5 damage as the enemy with... Oh, Juices will take 5 damage as the enemy with the highest health. Okay. That's a nice little, helpful little thing.
Cool.
Back to your turn. You
Still
can continue your action.
I am going to be rolling 4 dice. Base magic attack of 1. I gain +1 attack die just for having the Divine Plea. So 5 dice, please. 1 more. And let's see what we can do.
Nice.
That's going to be a charge as well, so everyone should heal by 1.
All allies for 1. It's 2 each. That's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2.
4 damage plus my natural 1, so 5 magic damage coming through. 1's hitting him.
Yep. And then the other 4 are hitting the worm.
Does he have any magic defense?
Who, the worm? Oh, so the damage. Okay, 1 second. So the defense goes to him. How does it work again? It's you assign the highest health defense against the remaining creature whenever allied 1 damage to self, and the allied creature the highest health defense against the remaining damage. So he just takes 1 damage, and then the remaining damage is 3. Yours magical, right?
Yeah,
the
remaining was
1,
4
so it
magical.
goes up 1.
Okay. All right.
That's your turn.
Yeah, that's my activation.
Okay, the good news is this guy who's activating twice is off the board, which is helpful. We're going to go ahead and draw a card, and it's the Plague Beast, who's gone, which because we're playing with the hard rules, we have the Trench Watcher, gone. That would have been 2 clean turns for us. Trench Worm is alive. Enemy, lowest physical defense, lowest HP, that's going to be Gallia.
Yeah, for sure.
Place a creature on unoccupied field adjacent to the target's back. Wow, he really just likes doing that. He's a bit of a jerk. Physical attack, 1, and then it's going to be 5 plus 4 attack dice. So you want to pass me attack? 5 plus 4. It means you're safe. You're definitely not dying this turn. But that's the, small amounts of 2 damage, so 5, that's going to be 7 damage. But it's a physical attack, 7 damage against your defensive 1 is a total of 6 damage.
Cool, so move me down to, looks like...
5.
Yep.
You can survive a good 1 more attack, but we'll see how that plays out after that. Did you activate Gallia already?
I did.
So Tovar's the only one left.
Yeah, so... I'm going to move him 1, 2, 3. That should be in range to attack that guy. I'll probably do a move 4. You
want to do that as opposed to this?
I
don't know if it matters.
Which one's considered front arc?
Oh, yeah. That's a fair point.
Okay. He's going to have... This as a strength, right?
Yes.
What does that strength relate to? Is it damage or is it
it's going to give him
dice?
1 additional base damage.
1 additional base damage. So he's going to have... You do not have access to the back, so he's going to have +1 base damage of 4, 5, 6 with his stance. So 6 base damage with his stance, 3 dice being rolled.
That's 7.
7 total.
7 total is going to result in him taking 1 damage and the Plague Beast dying, even with the 1 defense.
Okay.
Which means now all enemy creatures are dead, but that's going to be 5 damage to the highest person, 22 down to 17.
Okay. Take the Plague Beast off, and let's see if we can finish this guy.
Okay, now it's funny because you mentioned briefly at the beginning, like, why don't we just attack Coralt? I'm like, that makes sense, and the game's like, we thought of that. It's not happening.
No, that's not how that works.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Plague Beast, is the most recent dead creature, so he's the one who will spawn. But we're going to now be attacking Coralt. So okay, ready so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the idea of this like mage wielding
Yes.
creature. Like you slash across his chest and it's a nick, and then the plague worm just has
Explodes.
a gash. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like you like story. We're going to go ahead and do the Trench Watcher. Nothing. We're going to go ahead and draw Trench Watcher. Nothing. We're just going to keep going until we draw Coralt. Coralt. Okay, so Coralt's going to be over there. Enemy highest physical defense nearest. The highest physical defense is going to be Tovar, who is near you. Okay, that's great. Careful advance 3. So he doesn't really have any easy careful advances. He could go 1, 2, 3. That would
Seems
move.
to make sense.
That makes sense. And then we're going to go ahead and do 3 basic damage and 1 attack die. Attack has plus 3 dice if an allied creature is adjacent to the target. They are not. So 1 attack die. So 3 base damage, and it's magic attack. You have defense of 1.
Yep.
So 2 damage to Coralt. 1, 2. If that's all he can do, I think we're fine. Then we're going to go ahead and we all activated, right?
Yeah, we all did.
So
he gets 1.
1. We're still good. We just forgot that, didn't we?
No, I knew it was there.
I forgot about it.
No one could reach it.
4. We're going to put a charge on 4.
He needs 4 to respawn someone, right?
4 is over here, and we're going to put a charge on 3. 3 is going to be over here.
He needs
So
4 to respawn.
He does need 4. We're good for an entire round, which means we're probably fine. We did a good enough job holding things off that we are probably fine. From there, we remove our charges, and we can choose the order to go in. Any particular opinion there?
Can you get to his back? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this considered the back arc?
That would not, because it crosses the line. It's regular line of sight rules.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Well, let Galia go to his back. She's closest to dead anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you can get ahead and get a backstabbing.
Moving right there.
Coralt does not ignore back damage. Okay, we're fine.
So she also has her blessed attack additional as well. So she's going to be in that position, plus 2 base attack. No, plus 2 battle dice.
Yes.
Right?
Plus 2 basic damage.
Basic damage. I always miss up that.
So they actually do a good job.
Battle dice, basic attack.
But they call them attack dice for that reason, I think.
Okay.
It's like attack dice. It would be AD.
Basic damage.
Yes.
So 3 basic damage. On a special, I'm going to heal some people.
Yeah, I like the healing. The healing's important.
I've got the 2 momentum dice. Let's do that.
Just start with that.
Movement, right?
Just assign the dice to yourself. if you
And
want.
strength. We're going to give them both to you.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Smart.
Rolling 3. 3 hitting. 6.
No healing, but that's going to be, what is it, 6? Whoa. What are you doing?
Magic. How much magic defense does he have?
3. Yes. Close
I
enough,
wanted
though.
to feel like I did a lot.
You definitely felt like you did a lot. Okay. That's
And
your
I
turn?
can't activate this charge, can I? Because that's an action.
No,
to
it'd be an
activate
extra
the charge.
action, yeah.
Oh, I get plus 1 attack dice, though, just in general.
1 more damage.
Okay.
Awesome. We're going to go ahead and put an activation marker on you, and we're going to activate till we get Coralt, which is right there, which means these 4 should not be Coralt. They're not. Great. Okay, because there's 5 cards per creature. These are now out of the game, effectively, unless
we spawn.
Unless we spawn stuff back in. So, that new card is going to be most adjacent enemies. Most adjacent enemies. There is no spot where he can... Actually, it's not true.
Technically,
No,
she's
he could.
adjacent, right?
No, because he can wander over here. He goes to specific spots. Okay. Advance 5. Most adjacent enemies is going to be... And then nearest is next. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's going to be most adjacent enemies. Magic attack, range 1. 1 basic damage and 4 attack dice. Attack damages all adjacent enemies. So, 4 dice. Where's another one of these? 4 dice plus this, what's it called? Is going...
Oh, beautiful.
That's going to be a magic attack, which I believe Drustis is going to defend against just fine, and so is Tovar. No damage. That's how you roll dice, Jesse.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, that was beautiful. It makes my heart well up.
All right.
My eyes well up. My
Now,
heart.
can you get to his back art? I believe you can.
I should be able to, and you're adjacent.
And you have
Which
strength
is beautiful.
and movement.
Okay, so let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I have that extra movement. I rotate. That's beautiful. I love you, man. Okay, great. Hey, it's on camera. First time on camera. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead, and I am going to get plus 1 damage, plus 1 basic damage. I get plus 1 basic damage, plus 2 because you're adjacent to the enemies.
1
That's
week
4.
later. That's my ringtone.
That's 6. I have 6 basic damage. Oh, plus 2 from the back arc is going to be... No, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 basic damage.
And 4 dice.
And 4 dice. 7 basic damage. This is going to be fun. Okay. Doesn't my special one activate? 7 plus another 3 is 10. It's going to be a physical attack. Minus his 2 is 8 damage to him. That's how you do a lot of stuff. 13. That was beautiful. Bad news is now he's going to go ahead and slap us back.
That's true.
So, anything I'm
But
forgetting?
if he stays right there, I might get a good chance to hit him.
Hopefully he stays right there. Highest physical defense. That is going to be Drusus, it looks like.
Yep.
Drusus. Highest physical defense is going to be Drusus. Nearest, he's going to go ahead and do careful advance 3. So he is going to try to backtrack a bit, but he could just walk sideways. 1, 2, 3, like so, and still be able to hit.
Annoying.
Is it though? Interesting. 1 second. Does he still... This would be line of sight. No, it's going to be the side. Okay. Yeah. Range 3, 3 basic damage, and 1 attack dice. Attack is +3. No, not relevant. Go ahead. One die, and 3 basic damage. That's going to be 4 basic damage to Drusus, who has 3 defense. Drusus goes down 1.
Okay, my turn.
Yes, indeed.
Tover. I mean, look, we're just going to go...
Smack him.
1, 2... There.
Can you get him in the back?
I've only got 4.
Oh, you do better in the front anyway.
I do better in the front.
You don't do better. You do extra. You get more. You still get 2 in the back, but
I do
plus
a bit better.
1.
Yeah, I do okay in the front.
Yes.
So 3 dice, aiming at a 4. Nothing else is just making sure, just double check.
Sure.
Okay.
That's decent.
That's not bad.
That's decent.
So 4, 5, 6, 7.
7
Physical damage.
Physical
coming his
damage.
way.
He gets to subtract 2, so that's 5 more damage to him.
8 because I'm in a battle stance.
Oh, that's right. So 1 more. So
8.
8 minus his 2 is 6 damage. Down to 7. End of a round, he's going to go ahead and absorb all of these baddies, which is the bad part, but we will go ahead and roll.
We might have him.
We might have him. We might have him. Go ahead and take one of those off. We're going to roll. As long as he doesn't get another one of those, we are fine. We have a 3 and we have a 2. That's going to be here and here. We've kind of been ignoring these because we feel we can do stuff anyways.
I think you can finish him off.
Oh, you're adjacent, right?
Yeah.
So I should definitely go.
Yeah.
1,
Because you can
2.
get to his back arc as well.
Yep. 3, 4. I'll stick there. Stick there. That's plain and simple. We're gonna have again +2. Oh, you roll these dice at the beginning of the round. Okay, that's
Movement
+1 defense.
shield.
I don't need the movement. Yeah, you don't need. Give her the defense. She's
Sure.
low. Okay, so +2 from the back.
I think we've got it right here.
I think so. +2 from the back. Now, I don't think I'm gonna kill him just yet.
No?
Watch. +2 from the back. +2 because of Tovar.
Yep.
+2 from my basic is 6, followed by rolling 4 dice. I got him. 6. That's going to be 2 more. That's 8 minus his 2 is 6 damage.
Oh. One
Could have
away.
rolled that. Could have rolled that.
All right.
And then we go ahead and anything I can do? Nope. Coralt. Highest magical defense. That's going to be, well, looks like we got 2. We got 2 ties of. Oh, 2 over here.
I've got
2 over
2.
here.
It's
2.
gonna be
3-way
her.
tie.
Yeah.
Nearest. Nearest is going to be any of them at this point. So let's go ahead and have him attack. Let's have him
Why
attack
is it a
Drusus.
3-way tie? I have 2 magical defense, don't I?
Yeah, and 2 because you have +1, and 2 because you have +1.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, so you count all modifiers. And it's going to be nearest, which we're just going to go ahead and do Drusus, who has 2 anyway. Careful advance 3, so we're going to try to have him attack Drusus. We're going to have a careful advance so he can walk away. 1, 2, 3, like so. That wouldn't actually be able to hit him. He has to have line of sight. He's over here. 1, 2, 3. That should work. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and have 2 basic damage on attack. Wait. 2 day attack. Okay, no. Oh, this one helps him for allied creature. We're just going to go ahead and do 1 attack dice. That's going to be 1 plus his 2 is 3 total. It's not that
bad.
strong.
No.
All right. 1, 2.
Once his allies are gone,
3.
he's not
And that was
strong.
magic, and he has 1, 2. It's only 1 damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have a middling weak creature.
Okay. The
who
question
really needs
is,
friends.
can anyone actually get to him?
I can reach him.
Okay. That's you. That's not you. That's Drusus. You can't walk backwards.
Oh no! I have movement though.
1.
So
it's that way. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can't reach him. You can't reach him, can you?
Can I not?
I don't think you can. This is brutal. 1 second. What can you do? When an ally within range of 3 is attacked, charge 1 to place this seeker. That's what you do. That's what you do. Remember when he attacked him?
Yeah, but do I still get my full activation, or is
Yes.
that my...
No, that's the response activation. Go ahead and do that to swap with him.
Sure.
Okay. To place the seeker adjacent to the attacker and
it's not
receive...
swapped, it's adjacent.
Adjacent. So go there, and then receive the damage instead.
It was 3.
So it's 3, it was only 1. Because, no, you have... Yeah, we all had 2. So it's 1 to you. That's what you do. Down 1. Now it's 9.
But now he's gone.
And then he's over here, yep. And then you go ahead, and now you can wander.
And I would have still had to do the turn. 1,
Yeah.
2... Well, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You turn for frontal arc.
Okay, let's see here. 3
you
dice.
gotta be able to do it now.
3,
Can you,
4...
if you don't mind, can you just walk 1 more, if you're okay with it?
It doesn't matter, he's still gonna... Well, no, I can pick it up.
He's still gonna die, but I'd rather just in case. And he's dead. That's a wrap. Also...
Is there any ending story?
Also, we also win when he's at 5 health or less. So last turn.
Okay.
Last round.
Okay.
Either way, we would have done that. Resolution.
Yep.
On victory, turn to page A3, turn to page 9, and read A3. When gladiators fell.
That was a decent little challenge for a prototype
It was fun.
scenario. When gladiators fall. You said fell.
I did say fell.
In desperation, Coralt raises his hands and erected a magical barrier around him. The fight continued, but it seemed as if, at last, Drusus had finally decided to join it. He walked slowly towards Coralt. Tossing his enormous axe to the ground, he pulled the bow from his back and stringed a single arrow, aiming it at the Lavon warlock. Coralt was distracted by the rest of the fight, weaving his foul magic at Tovar and his companions. He only caught a glimpse of the arrow in the corner of his eye before it pierced his magical shield and struck him in the head. The barrier dissipated as Coralt's lifeless body fell to the ground. Shocked into silence, the crowd tried to understand what had just happened. Drusus quickly pulled another arrow from his quiver, but before he could turn to release it upon his true target, he was struck by lightning. His body twirled before he hit the ground face first, sliding a few feet into the sand. Verlesa stood motionless, still pointing at Drusus with her magic-laden hand, seething rage radiating from every ounce of her being. She began to breathe heavily, her composure lost in the moment.
Anything else? We're done?
If the party is valiant... If the party has the valiant tile, no. Else, turn to B2 on page 7.
So that's already an aspect of, had we chosen one pathway... Yeah,
It's going down
I
a
like
different...
stuff.
And the part that you would have read if you were playing...
Drusus just killed Coralt with a magic piercing arrow and tried to do the same to Varicula, so she fried him a bit. He's not dead, but he's not a little crispy, you know? I like that. By the way, so
It's so snarky, too.
It is.
It's like, we know you're skipping this.
So it's better than that. In general, Robert, who's from Lazy Squire Games, he is so snarky in all of his things. Reading his updates, every picture, and one of my every comment picture, every picture of a character, he has a little snarky thing. But one of my favorite snarky things he has is on the Wild Assent Lavon Rising page. He has Alex from Board Game Co. gave it a 5 out of 5, but he forgot to rate it in the video, so he did it in the comments of the video, which is kind of like signing the Declaration of the Independence on the back with invisible ink. Thought that was fun. So, we can keep going. This is going to be, I believe, depending on the pathway we choose, it's 2 or 3 scenarios, and then of course there's, choose your own adventure, so interweaving pathways. We're not going to do that.
It has me intrigued.
Yeah.
Has me very intrigued.
How do you like it?
I cannot wait to start talking about it in your review video over on Board Game Co. We'll see you there.